Hello and welcome to another Tuesday night. What is it? 4 to go, 3 more games and a post-season review and a bit of fun, of course. I'm really looking forward to our last show of the year. This is the Talking Parra Station Hotel Tuesday night live show. Thanks to our sponsors. First of all, Beach Jerky, Next Gen Nutrition, Bay Vista, Swan and Hose and Fittings, JD's Buyers Agents, X-Visory, Parra Leagues, Archibald Racing, Time for Chat, Crown Property Finance, Oxen, Wingboy, Non-Stop Landscape, CMS Trophy, Euro Work, Riverside Brinko, and of course, the Station Hotel. Look, it was a fabulous Saturday night out there. Actually, a really entertaining game. One of those games, if you're new to it, would have been fantastic to watch. 6 tries to Parramatta, 5 tries to the Cowboys, but we did come away with a win, and Lucas broke the drought and finally saw the team win on his birthday. Let's go around the grounds, bring everyone in. Mate, Jack's back. He's had a massive cruise. We've got to answer the question first of all. Bold prediction. Mate, how was your cruise? What happened? Anything exciting?
So my bold prediction for the Rabbitohs game didn't work, so I was stuck at a dinner. So unless I was going to go grab a beautiful waitress and smack one on the lips, it didn't go through. And in the Bunnies game, I gave a beautiful old man a good kiss on the cheek, but that's where it ended, mate, in terms of my endeavours with the people on the ship.
Yeah, stock-standard. Hayden, mate, what's doing?
Yeah, not a whole lot. Comment there saying I look like Jake Simpkin. I don't even know what club Jake Simpkin plays for these days, but it's not Parramatta.
Manly dummy half, mate.
Manly.
There you go, Manly. I haven't been watching enough.
He plays with that second rower from Manly. What's his name again?
It's just a running gag at this point, isn't it? We'll move on to how you are, Troy.
You don't get to ask those questions, all right? Let's go back. You did your last vlog, obviously. I've been lucky enough. Was that 250, vlog 250?
Yeah, vlog 250.
Your last one? I'm not done asking the question yet. I've been lucky enough to watch one of your vlogs, which is the one where you fainted. My favourite one. It couldn't be topped. But, mate, how's your emotions? How it's feeling? It's all over. Just get to concentrate on the games now.
Yeah, I mean, I've been part of the Swarm for 2 years, been on the drum, been making noise, been a fan for 8 years, and those sort of things are still going to be there. But as far as, the recording myself, and I mean, I'm happy to record a bit of the atmosphere through YouTube, TikTok, that sort of thing. But as someone who consistently is going to games and doing that, after 8 years, does come to an end. A little bit emotional. A lot of people reached out via social media, comments on YouTube, Instagram, even coming up to the game as well. So even though I thought it was over a long time ago, I think a lot of people are going to miss it, which is pretty cool considering as a Parramatta fan, I've built this community off that. And I think there's a lot of people like me that make Parramatta content now when I was sort of one of the first.
Inspiration. You walk so we could run, Hayden, and I love that. Look at that. Give him a clap. Everyone's giving him a COVID team-friendly clap. You don't want to make noise, mate. If you make noise, it affects the mics. Hey, how are you?
It's hi, how are you? Not hey, how are you?
I thought on Saturday night when I was at Parramatta Leagues Club, I thought it was hey, how are you? But it must be hi, how are you? So,
no,
sorry, Troy.
It's
hi, how are you?
I'm pretty good. A lot of fun on Saturday night. It was the first game that I went to that I didn't run into yourself, and the first game that I didn't even have a beer at either. So, I don't know.
2 lies and a truth. Are you going to pop another one?
No,
or 2 truths and a lie, because the truth is you didn't run into me. First time in a very long time I haven't seen you in a game. Anyone would think we're having a fight. Maybe someone thinks you can't be trusted.
Maybe bluing or something. I don't know, but there's no bluing.
But you not having a beer. Can we get a show of hands who thinks that's possible that Troy didn't have a beer at a Parramatta game on a Saturday night? Fuck. Get off his piece, Jack.
How come Hayden, mate, I was like 2 seats away from you all night.
Oh, mate, I think based off what you filmed at halftime, which I actually forgot to put in the vlog, mind you, I think I could tell that you'd had a beer from that.
I did that especially for you because Hayden at halftime went to go get an ice cream and he missed the start of the second half in his final ever vlog. And then he didn't even come back with an ice cream. He come back with a Sprite and what was it?
Donuts for everyone. I gave some donuts to some people from the Swarm who.
I didn't get one, but Adam, that poll that you've got there, that is going to be so one-sided.
I just wonder what the people think. Is he full of shit? Did Troy have a beer? So is Troy full of shit? Yes or no? Let's let the people decide.
Yeah,
what they
well,
think about
those who believe that I'm a good guy and a trustworthy guy, some think that I'm not trustworthy. Apparently, would say that it is a no.
Yeah, there's a lot of people saying yes. There's 2 people saying no. I don't know. Anyway, let's get back to the podcast. This isn't the Troy Warner show. Stop trying to take over the show, Troy. We know all you want is total control, so I've been told. Let's get to the game. Like I said, I had a fantastic night on Saturday night. We did a lot of things on Saturday. I fit a lot of stuff in. First of all, it was Lucas's birthday weekend, so we come down and we stayed there, went to the Cumberland Lounge. We did obviously the video I'll play later for those who haven't seen it. Took 2 lucky fans into the Cumberland Lounge and managed to give him accommodation. Sorry about that. Ben gave up Ben's accommodation that I had for him. He actually ended up booking a hotel room last minute and staying anyway, so he could get on the vodkas I made him drink. But I had a great time. I don't usually drink much of the game, but had a couple of drinks. Yep, Andrew was part of it. Andrew was part of our Kick Your Way to Vegas Ultimate Advantage. I haven't uploaded that tonight, but I will upload that eventually. And Lachlan Carmichael was the winner. So spoiler alert, he was a winner. He gets the ultimate advantage. So what they do is they had to go around to all Parramatta fans before the game, try and get as many followers for Talking Parra as they could. Whoever got the most got that in points, and turned around and he won himself the ultimate advantage. He gets to skip 2 kicks. Haven't spoken to Lachlan again yet since then, but it's 2 kicks on his kick his way to Vegas. So if I was him, I'd be picking I'd best be kicking the 10 and the 20 just so you risk you don't shank one, especially from 10 out. It'd be pretty embarrassing with that advantage there. So how that works for people wanting to know, ultimate advantage, skip 2 kicks, but if he misses the 10 and he had that for the 20 and 30, he would be out. So he'd never get to use it. Must kick the winner as well. But everyone that was part of that competition got added to the Kick Your Way to Vegas, which is happening on Sunday the 30th, as I said. So that's our list of people added. It's a few more added since then through different competitions. I still haven't heard from a lot of people. We want about 50 people to kick their way to Vegas and 1 personal winner. I think we're currently sitting about 25 or 30. So as I said, I am going to add some more people to it. I posted earlier. So if you're available on Sunday the 30th of August and you want to put yourself into that competition, all you have to do tonight is comment kick. Comment kick, share the podcast, and comment kick. Once you've done that, Jez will star it and we'll add 5 people at the end. And hopefully they're here, because if they're not here, it's going to be fucking painful. Trying to chase up more people because it's been very painful. A lot of people said they could do it, but they just haven't got back to me. It's really quite frustrating. Let's get to Saturday night's game. Thanks, Joe. Glad you're watching. Eels had a 32-30 win over the Cowboys. Like I said, very entertaining game. As Lucas said, he was hoping they kicked a field goal with a few minutes to go, so it was 33-30, the exact same score. Have we ever seen that before? 2 exact same scores in 1 year nearly. That's very close. Shows how close these 2 teams are. Unfortunately, one team is playing finals. Jack, mate, you watched from your boat. How was the game?
Yeah, it was fantastic. I was like, look, I'm on a boat with a bunch of people. Can't be too. I've got to be pretty low key. And then Brian Kelly made a 70-meter run off the first tackle, and I stood up on a chair and started screaming out at everybody. So got a few people on board. There was a couple of Cowboy fans at the bar with me. I told them to go fucking suck it because their team's shit, which they didn't appreciate. But
even though they're playing finals,
I don't give a fuck. They lost to us twice, which means they mean nothing in this final series. But look, we got the win, which I was happy about, especially what happened last week. So yeah, the highlight of my cruise was seeing Parramatta win in international waters.
Yeah, it's great. It sounds fun. Anything goes. Hayden, thoughts on the game?
Yeah, it's an interesting poster you've got there, Adam. It looks like the boys are doing some tap dancing in a line, a bit of like these ones. If you get that one up, it's a very strange one to me. I haven't stopped thinking about that. There you go.
Yeah,
in a line, clicking like this.
Synchronized dancing.
Very synchronized. No, but very good game. Entertaining game for both Parramatta fans and neutrals. Probably not so much for the Cowboys fans. But yeah, you know, I picked us for this one. We were underdogs once again, but I just had that feeling. We did it earlier up there in Townsville. We've got the structure to beat them, and that was shown the other night. I think there was some great performances from a lot of our players.
Yeah, fair chat. Troy, you watched this game sober, as you said, so must be actually good to hear your opinion on this, because I don't think you've ever watched a game sober before. So your thoughts?
Well,
imagine if this is like some fucking brilliant shit where Troy just rattles off all these plays and structures and things they've done, and we go, holy shit, sober Troy hits different. Anyway, Troy, go.
Well, you knew Parramatta were on as soon as Brian Kelly broke that line at the start of the kickoff and ran 70 metres. He had another wow of a game, especially that kick for now I do forget who it was, but he put that kick in for the try. Talon De Silva, maybe. Eh?
It was for Appa.
Oh, yes, there you go.
Fuck, maybe you don't watch the game better sober. That was the first try of the game. You don't remember it.
Mate, I was at 30 drinks deep and I remember that.
Yeah, well, there you go. Obviously, Junior's pass, going to talk about that later. That was just amazing. Ricky Stewart, Wally Lewis, eat your heart out. But it was a little bit concerning when it got to, 14-12 when we were in front, and then the Cowboys scored those 2 quick tries and got in front. But the boys dug deep.
18-12, but yep.
Eh?
They scored 2 quick. Yeah, it was 18-12 and they scored 2 quick tries, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. But I actually did say what you said at the top of the show.
You jumped me out making up for it?
No. Well, maybe I wish I should be. But I agree with what you said, because I actually said it as well on the night that Mitch sort of kicked a field goal right at the end there to get that 33-30, but that was disappointing that he didn't. But there you go. It's a great game. Great win. 2 points.
All right.
Not supposed to make the clapping noises. It mucks up with the mic.
Sorry. I couldn't remember. That one deserved a clap. That was inspirational. So, fuck me, Troy. Anyway, can you please drink on Friday night? I'll buy you beers. I'll send you a carton or something. I don't know. You can come up here and watch a game if you want. So, typically we would follow like Chip Cameron. Yeah. Positivity, guy. Positivity. I like it. So, look, my thoughts on the game were, I'm so frustrated once again as an Eels fan that we got another win and we're probably going to get a couple more wins and finish 11th. This end of season form, when the pressure seems to be off us and we play a natural style, is very frustrating. Yeah, it was a great win. I love seeing Volkman and Mitch combine once again. Mitch, I thought, probably played his best game of the year. I don't think he's deserving getting the credit for that because people are a little bit off him given the way the year's gone for him and all the origin crap and all those injuries and shit like that. But, and like Jason said in our group chat, that should be the standard we expect from him. We haven't got that. You know, he played his best game. Paulo played his best game. I reckon Will Penasini probably played his best game as well. I thought Will's actually been really good when he's come back from injury because the pressure's been on him a bit as well. But looking at Parramatta playing that carefree style, and I only out the team with Appa there as well, I don't think we can ever be a structured team. Like, I know Riles is trying to coach this structure that's, to me, boring and doesn't work. I think we need to be that freelance, entertaining team because it brings the best out of our players. So if I'm looking at next year with Parramatta, looking at Mitch there with, you know, Jerome and obviously Ongi back at fullback, I think I only could struggle with that structure. I will say that. But that's the style I want to see. Talon De Silva is probably, at the moment, one of the best attacking hookers in the game. He's the leading try scorer, right? When it comes to straight out attack, but not playing to a structure. Defensively, still a little bit to work on. But that's the style I want to see from Parramatta. Like, we're so predictable and boring. Taking Walker out of this team, for whatever reason, Walker's out, and once again, he's out this week with a wrist injury, I think they're saying, right? Taking him out of the team has actually been quite genius from Jason Riles, and everyone questioned it. Letting go of Dylan Walker, and everyone's going, why have they done it? They've questioned. I agree, Walker has been good. I got in trouble at the start of the year of some fans. A lot of fans, actually. A fucking shit.
You got in trouble.
Yeah. I've been in a lot of trouble this year.
Wouldn't read about it.
Yeah. But of fans, like, this is before any of the shit, where I said that I just feel like Walker's time's past him. And I agree he was one of our best last year. He's had some good moments this year. That pass we won't forget. But I don't think his style is suiting us anymore because it's taking our halves combination away. And our halves combination of two players playing what's in front of them seemed to work again on Saturday night. That razzle-dazzle footy. And like I said, it's easy to do it when the pressure's off. Does it work at the start of the year? Maybe not, but it's working for us now. I want to see us go with that style next year because I've got no confidence for next year at all. I don't think we're going to go well. I don't think we're going to sign quality players with everything happening at the club. But if we come out and just throw the fucking ball around and play the style, I just say the Tigers are playing at the start of the year until it went to shit for them, you never know what we could do. Yeah, that's my thoughts. I had to have that say. Let's get to our awards. Brian Kelly, as Jack said, great start of the game. 18 runs, 247 run meters, 10 tackle breaks, and 1 try assist. Just comes up with those freakish plays. Took out our Talking Parra Euro Work player of the match. The fan voted player of the match went to Parra League's fan voted match went to Talon De Silva. He won that by about 53%. It was an absolute landslide. Our defender of the week was Team Cumbrian, 32 tackles, 39 minutes. I put this up today. Some bloke said he missed a tackle that led to a try. I said he got put by Purdue. Mate, Purdue's going to be an absolute fucking freak of a player. Watching those highlights back and watching his game, I know they plan on playing at fullback. This isn't talking Cowboys, but if they wanted to release Dearden, I reckon it'd be a good move for them because he is a freak at 7. The game he played and that pass he threw as well. Our young star of the week for Archibald Racing was Jordan Samrani. Once again, another solid performance. 15 runs, 142 run meters, 1 line break, 2 tackle breaks, 1 try, and 13 tackles. All right, I'll start with you, Hayden, mate. Who was your man of the match out of all those, obviously, or someone else? Who impressed you the most?
Yeah, I thought Talon De Silva, as you said, probably one of the best attacking hookers in the competition right now. Our leading try scorer. Not only that, scoring tries, but getting a couple line breaks himself and setting up play. I thought he did a really good job out there. And look, as fans, we've been calling for Riley Smith back into this side, but Talon's also now showing that he can play 80 minutes, which is really good to see. So Talon De Silva picks up man of the match for me this week.
Jack?
Yeah, I go with Hayden. And one of the big things we were saying about Riley Smith is his effort plays. And De Silva really showed that the last, 5 minutes of the game, 2 charge downs on Drinkwater's field goal attempts. That wasn't there at the start of the year for him. So it's showing that he's actually building as a player. And he's just fucking electric from dummy half. Like, the second there's a quick play of the ball, it's fucking game, set, and match. And that's something that haven't had in a while.
Yep, fair. Troy?
I went Brian Kelly. Just obviously his run meters and the try assist, the freakish kick, that run at the start. He's just really found a home on the wing and does the hard yards coming out of our own end. And he's found a place on the wing. And Saturday night's win was in front of a few old boys as well. So I think we need old boys at every single home game.
Yeah, we'll get to that a bit later. I'm waiting for another part of the show to bring that up. I went Brian Kelly as well. Hence why I got the Talking Parra Euroway player of the match. I thought Talon was good attackingly, but I still think he's got to work on defense. He missed 11 tackles, and as a hooker in the middle, he just can't be doing that, unfortunately. Do I think Talon Silva is going to be a top quality hooker? Yes. I'd still be running with 2 hookers at the moment. I think Riley's defense is a fair bit better through the middle, and yes, he's missed some tackles as well. And I will say it's on our forwards to protect our hookers. But yeah, I just don't think it's there yet. Like, I don't know how to fix it. He's young, he's small, he's obviously pretty stocky, getting a bit stockier as well, and it will come, but it's about having 2 top quality front rowers there. I was going to address this here while I can. No, I didn't have one of those huge Sundays. I was healthy. I went with the Asahi with bananas and strawberries and a slight bit of Biscoff, maybe a little bit too much Biscoff. I didn't actually get through mine. I was that full from the food on Saturday night, but I'll tell you this much. Hayden had pancakes with ice cream and maple syrup because it's the same fucking thing he gets every single time he goes to Bay Vista. Like, he's like a child. I know his order and my child's order because he just gets the exact same thing every time. So anyway, moving on.
Shout out to Bay Vista for the pancakes.
Yeah, it was good. It was great.
Did you get through them, Hayden?
Almost. I was about 97%. 3% left, I think.
3% left. Anyway, let's talk about that ball. The ball of the century by Junior Paulo. There's a really funny video on Facebook. You can see my face. My face is like, it's in slow motion. The video is not in slow motion. My face is. I'm just in shock, just waiting for it to land. Eventually it lands. But love seeing a big man with footwork and ability. And I said, Junior, it's like he tried to prove a point on Saturday night. He tried to come out and he tried to prove a point that he's still got something left, and Parramatta should definitely keep him for a 1-year deal, which we believe is going to happen now with Perth pulling that offer. But what about that ball, Jack, mate? What did that do to you?
Yeah, well, I had to explain to 3,000 people while watching a middle-aged man throw a footy got me so erect. They didn't really get the hang of it, but like, holy shit, like, I've never been so bricked up watching rugby league in the most straight way possible.
Fair. Hayden? Speaking of little things, what happened to you?
It was an unreal ball. Junior, obviously, as you said, pulling the Bears pulling out of that deal. It looks like we'll have him for the 2027 season. Maybe retirement for him after that, but definitely got something there. We all said as well that he needs to be off the bench, but still playing pretty good while he was a starter too. So,
Jesus.
Wow. I think he has, to be honest. That's a funny thing about it. Troy.
Yeah, I thought it was a great ball, and I just love his interview after the game. Oh, it's just eyes up footy, isn't it? It's backyard footy. Nothing unusual for him. But as you said before, that's the sort of footy we should be playing. He saw an opportunity. He thought, well, I'm going to give it a crack, and I don't think anyone thought it was going to go that far. I was just hoping that Sean Russell didn't drop it. If he dropped that, then that just would have ruined the whole moment. But yeah. Awesome pass.
Didn't John Semrani catch it?
No, Russell.
Sean Russell,
Twiddle?
and then Jordan scored.
No,
Sean
Russell caught it past the Semrani. So Troy knows what's going on.
Shut up, idiots!
Fuck off! I'm sick of this bullying on Troy.
Yeah, thanks, Jack.
I watched the highlights before I come on. I know it was great, and it gives Semrani credit for the finish as well. Wasn't an easy finish. He's chucked himself in. I didn't know we had snacks on here, Jack. God, I think you're still on a cruise. You're snacking away. So,
and it just shout out to your brother as well, Mika, because I think he was the one who said, "Junior, I just want you to get the ball on your arm, run hard, straight and hard, no throwing the ball, just run hard, make your tackles. That's all I want you to do."
So he throws a 30-meter cutout pass.
That leads to a try.
Look, obviously fantastic. Like I said, great win. Let's go through some of the top performers. Once again, Kelly, I said 18 runs, 243 run meters. We'd see so many of our backline really putting in there. Jack Williams, once again, we haven't really spoken about Jack tonight, but he's been consistently good, 45 tackles. Kelly, 8 tackle breaks as well. Like I said, fucking Brian Kelly. When we signed Brian Kelly at the start of the year, we're all like, oh, fuck. Playing the centres, we're all off him. Bailey goes down, he comes on the wing. He's made his spot, and I'm thinking he's on contract next year. We're going to extend this guy because, look at we've got some good young wingers coming through eventually. If you're Parramatta, Troy, would you be locking up Kelly for an extra year or two at least?
Yeah, 100%. If he can keep that form going, obviously for the rest of this year, only 3 games to go, but into next year as well, why not? Why not 1 or 2 years extension for sure?
Speaking of players off contract at the end of the year, Saxon Pryke, he's off contract at the end of 2026, we believe. There hasn't been an official announcement anywhere yet. Not the official announcements usually come before 75 other announcements first, but he's been really impressive in the last 2 weeks. Now, people are comparing him to Isaiah Yeo. I said that in my post, and I cop shit. You can't compare him to Isaiah Yeo. We're not comparing him to Isaiah Yeo. People are saying he plays a similar style to Isaiah Yeo, the way he plays the game. Massive comparison. Obviously, the Eels have to lock him in for 2027. I'll be having him as my starting lock in 2027. When Hopgood comes back, I'll be playing Hopgood in the front row like he was at the start of this year, and Saxon Pryke at lock. I like what he offers with the ball. I like what he offers defensively. He just keeps going. He's a real workhorse for me. Reminds me a little bit of a Nathan Highmarsh where he just effort on effort and just keeps going. What do you think, Hayden? Saxon Pryke, what have you thought of his performances?
Yeah, I think his performances have been good, and I think with both a Walker and most likely DeBellin now going as well, I think it's a no-brainer to have Saxon at 13. He's been starting the game well last week. He's shown some great promise, so Motor Pryke gets a starting spot for mine, and it's jersey 13 that'll be his. I think he's close to earning it.
Jack, thoughts on the Motor Pryke?
Yeah, well, considering most of the time where I watch Parramatta, I've got nothing but bad things to say about him. Not him, about our forwards.
Oh, fuck.
No.
Quick.
No. I'll retract that. Normally, it's only negative things being said about our forwards. And he gets in, makes his tackles, runs hard. He can ball play a bit as well. So, what more do you really need? Doesn't need to be a superstar. Just needs to be able to lay a foundation for our outside backs to do some work.
Yeah, that's fair. Like I said, he's solid. Little bit of ball playing was probably better against South Sydney the other night, but certainly can do that. I think he'll start again this week. I think we're going to see another late change. I don't get why Jason Riles is playing mind games when we're 13 out of finals contention with these late changes. I really don't get it. They usually leak before we get up there anyway because there's a captain's run, and obviously people watch captain's run, then tell their friends, and their friends come back and tell Talking Parra, and Talking Parra usually leaks it. So I don't get why it happens, but it happens, and that's where we end up. The 3-2-1 from this week as well. Kind of what we all said. Kelly with 3, De Silva with a 2, and I gave Moses the 1. Like I said, thought it was one of his best games. What we need to see more of. Really wanted that win, had the dog in him. Something I want to talk about to wrap up Saturday night was this. It was a really sad moment, to be honest. Josiah Funa, who's now seems to have dropped the Ahuda, and this is going as Josiah Funa. Now, we saw a lot of stuff from the club about him making his debut. I get these exciting things about making a debut and what it does for content, his mother jersey presentation stuff. And it was one of the saddest moments I've seen. I was looking across the family when he didn't come on the field. Now, I know that things can happen in a game, and I get it. Like, that's why I've got a 6-man bench. So I'm not a fan of this 6-man bench, to be honest. But it was heartbreaking for him. Now, looking at it with someone with a pretty good football brain, quite simply, I didn't really care if we won or lost that game, is what I'll say before I go and say this. But we could have covered that. Yes, we had Russell on the bench, who's an out-and-out centre or wing, whatever you want to call him, and obviously put Fox back to fullback. We could have covered that by putting Josiah on and moving one of our second rowers to the centre for 15 minutes, and obviously had Semrani on the wing. It's not like we didn't have a centre that wasn't capable of playing wing. It was hurtful to watch, and I just hope it doesn't mentally affect him going into this week's game. He's named on the bench this week, and if I'm Parramatta, if I'm Jason Riles, or if I'm Jason Riles watching this podcast, I'm listening to Adam, and I'm starting him. Because if you leave that kid sitting on the bench for 60 minutes this week, and for some reason he doesn't get on again, mentally that will affect him. I haven't spoken to him. I better highlight that as well at all, because we know people are going to jump down and say that, so I don't know how he's feeling about it. But I could see by his body language walking across the car park when we're talking to people at the back when he left that he would have been shattered. And I don't blame him. It would have been an embarrassing moment for him as well. The hype, the letdown, and the come down from that. Your thoughts on it, Troy?
Yeah, look, it's really disappointing. I think if you're going to go to all that effort of putting your debut message on the front of your jersey and also doing the jersey presentation videos and stuff like that, then you make a point of it being played. And you're right, 100% that it could have been covered. Fox could have went back to fullback. He did that the week before against South Sydney. And it was only going to be for 15 minutes anyway to get him on the field. And now he'll probably make his debut up in Queensland. So now all the family and friends are going to go up to Queensland to see that. So whereas it could have been just a Parramatta. So, yeah, it could have easily been avoided. And he probably would have put on a brave face around the fans after the game. But you're right, after when he got home and stuff like that, he was probably thinking about it as well. So shout out to him and hope he's okay.
Jack, mate, I'm assuming you're going on Friday night, being a home game for you. Yes?
Sure am, mate. I am the Josiah Funa fan club.
You are. You make some.
I'll make some noise. I got him.
See if you can get one of the family shirts they got made up. So it's actually interesting.
If someone wants to donate one to me, I'll make sure I wear it.
I actually tried to buy, I don't know if I've won it yet, but they had the Indigenous auction on, which I don't agree with, by the way. The club's done this, so I haven't put a post up about it, but I calculated they went for about $20,000, and the club's only donating a portion to Josh Hadekar's foundation. I think the whole thing should be going there. I don't think the club needs the money, but I did try and buy one. I tried to buy Josiah's. I don't know if I've won it yet because I haven't got an email. I think I may have, but if I do get that, I'm going to see if any of his family want it. Obviously when the time comes, I'll reach out and, see if one of them wants it, because like I said, there was a lot of effort obviously went to, and then to see him not get in the field is quite shattering. You're going to be at the Lord Alfred. Cameron wants to know, Jack.
I'm going to attempt to. I finish work at 5:30. It's about an hour and a half drive, so I should be able to make it in time for a couple of bevs before I walk over to the game.
You going home or you staying the night?
I'm going home. I got to work on Saturday morning.
Pussy. Anyway, let's move on from that. The NRL.
Suck it.
I'd give my left. Any chance you can get me a foundation scuff?
I think you can buy them, can't you?
Hang on. What can you send me a message? The photo, is that the one that Jared had on in his photo? I think I've got one in my cupboard. I'm pretty sure we got them at the Legends dinner earlier in the year, didn't we?
Yeah.
Send me a photo, and if you want mine, you can have it. Just message me and we'll make it happen. Someone else send your photo.
That's a message of the people right there.
I will forget. I've got that many fucking scarves. It's all yours. So let's move on. NRLW on the weekend. Troy, you obviously missed this game. I don't know if you had a chance to catch up because you didn't finish work at 3:30. But Hayden, you were there bright and early. The ladies coming out of their first win over the Dogs as well.
Yeah, it was good. Went into the sheds at halftime with a big lead, and then Troy rocked up, and the Bulldogs just kept scoring. So everyone wanted him to leave. But yeah, the ladies dug deep, and Abby Church scored a fantastic try as well. Went into the game as big outsiders, first win of the year. So vibes were pumping heading into that Cowboys game for the men's game later. But a really good result for the NRLW, and second game I got to tune into this year.
Yeah, Troy, did you catch up?
Yeah, I did, and I got there just before the end of the first half. But again, it was disappointing for the Bulldogs to come back. But the girls, they hung on, and Abby Church, she's a superstar, scored a length of the field try. Unbelievable try it was. And look, that could give them confidence going into this week against the Sharkies, who aren't playing that best of footy either. So
best of footy, that good of footy, yeah.
Eh?
Sorry.
so that look, rugby league's a strange game. That'll give them confidence going into that game. So hopefully they can go back to back.
Yeah, I do have that scarf. I just looked at the photo there, John, so message me. It's all yours. Yeah, I obviously was at the game watching it. Like I said, they ran away with it and the Dogs come back into it with some grit. But as you said, Abby Church, she's a freak. I'm really worried we're going to lose Abby Church. Like, we see what the NRLW is like, and the Roosters and the Broncos obviously dominate every good signing and seem to have unlimited salary cap. Even though there is a cap, but they do what they want. Mate, she's a star, and like I've said about Mitch before, I feel like she deserves better. Had him giving away a left nut at next home game. I'm actually allergic to nuts, by the way, guys, so it's not making nuts jokes left, right, and centre. Not those kind of nuts. I'm not allergic to them, but anyway. That's pretty much it. As you said, they do play Cronulla on Sunday, 6:15, I believe. Team list there. Zali Faye comes back in. Why is it not opening? I was trying to delete it. Fuck's sake. There we go. Zali Faye comes back in the team. There are a few changes throughout it. Pretty much the same starting side beside that. Lane Morgan obviously made her debut after coming across from rugby union off the bench, and pretty much it. Big chance to go 2 from 2. I think at $2.10. The Sharks are about $1.85 there on Sunday at 6:15. So good luck to the girls. Hopefully they can have that late season run and go from there. Fucking hell. Can we stop the nut conversations? It's getting a bit weird in the comments. It's reminding me of Jack's Cruise. I'm hitting nuts as you speak. Fuck. Oh, man. This podcast gets so fucking unfiltered at the end of the year. We've already had enough. We go there. Let's get to some breaking news. I forgot to do this, but it's great to see obviously hanging out the back of the sheds. There was a real positive vibe around. Hey, I know you're out there too, and I don't usually hang around for too long, but there was a really positive vibe after the game on Saturday night. Like, obviously that's my young fellow Lucas catching up with Parra Maxi. They never got to meet each other. I've hung around with Parra Maxi, at away games, and obviously, a lot of people have met Lucas as well, but they're playing footy with each other. And just kind of summarised that it's been a long fucking 40 years. I'm 35. And, Lucas turned 6 the other day. I think Maxi's about 4. They haven't seen much positivity out of this team. I hope they don't have to wait 35 years as well. But it was like a breath of fresh air. Like, we turn around, we're hanging around at the back talking to people for ages, caught up with a couple of sponsors as well. And, then we went down to the street, had Bay Vista, talked to some fans there, and gave out a couple of vouchers. Did you feel like everything just so much positive, Hayden?
100%. There was a lot of positivity. Besides your son's comment to Paramaxi, which was my favourite moment of the night, asking if Paramaxi was just born, was the quote. It was pretty pretty good quote of the night.
Is that when they were playing footy with each other and he was running around him? Is that what he did?
Yeah, as they were playing footy. But no, look, there was, interstate fans there. Parramaxi was there. I believe a 4-hour travel, I think it was, for the winner of our competition that got those tickets as well. A grunter was close to being interstate, big travel there. They were excited, the family, lots of people around talking from lots of different areas, which was really good to see. And it was very hard. I actually didn't take photos with players after the game, which is something I did used to do. I did do it pre-game, but there was a lot of people after the game in that area. So a lot of fans staying back for this particular game, which was great to see, considering it was like 8 o'clock at night at this time as well.
I think it was the 2009 reunion. The 2009 reunion. Obviously, I wanted to get the trophy. They didn't get the trophy, but they deserve the trophy. But the 2009 reunion being advertised, not being advertised, but being spoken about. So I think a lot of fans were hanging around waiting to see them. But Jared got swamped in the car park, absolutely swamped on the way out and stuff. Fans, it must be a great feeling for him the way things go. And I'm going to go a little bit more into that soon. But it's just like I said, it was a real positive vibe, really great energy around. So look, I'm going to put this video up of, obviously, if you haven't seen it, of our competition or the little giveaway we did on Saturday night. This isn't to toot my own horns or anything like that. It's just more to put it up just to show it. I do want to say that we've received some backlash for this, which is really disappointing. I've received some information. Apparently, the club's not happy that it was a breach of the terms and conditions of the tickets. Now, let's say I was auctioning these tickets. That's how I had them, so I didn't have any terms and conditions. And this was done in no way to promote the page. Yeah, we did a video. Obviously, it's content. That's what we do. But if I wanted to, like a like and giveaway or something like that, we could have. But we didn't. So we went with this. So I'll play the video, enjoy, and then we'll get on to some other news. We're here outside CommBank Stadium today. Thanks to our sponsor, Time for a Chat. We're going to give someone the ultimate upgrade, make their day a little better. Looking for someone who's a diehard, passionate Parramatta fan. Lucas is with me. Lucas, you're going to help me pick the person who actually wins this today, okay? Let's go. Okay, Lucas is having a look. Lucas, where are you going? Looking for someone who you're going to pick. Who are you going to pick?
Them.
Over there. Straight away, you've locked him in. We'll go see if we can talk to him. Why are you picking them?
Because they look like me and Dad.
Look like you and Dad. Okay, like father and son. Got it. Let's go have a chat. What's your name, sorry?
Grant.
Grant, and this is? Jackson. Welcome, guys. All right, first of all, where are you guys come down from tonight?
Port Macquarie.
Port Macquarie?
Yeah.
That's a fair trek. So, are you members, obviously?
Yeah, members.
And where do you usually sit at a game?
What's our bait? 112. Yeah, so we got the gold membership.
Gold membership, nice. How long have you been members for?
Gold members, I think this is our 4th year. And then, yeah, members for a number of years outside of that.
Perfect. Yeah. How are you? Good, I'll get with you in a second. I was going to do this and I'll get with you. So, quick, we're just doing something today thanks to Time for a Chat. So one of our sponsors, Time for a Chat, obviously mental health awareness. We want to give someone the ultimate upgrade. So it's up to you completely, but I've got 2 spare Cumberland tickets, the Cumberland Lounge. Would you like to come in the Cumberland today?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll take that. Now, something else of interest is with me as well. I've got a spare room accommodation. You were going to use it. Now, you've come down from Port Macquarie.
Yep.
Mate, do you want to stay tonight or do you want to drive home?
I'd rather stay.
All right, I'll make you another deal as well. Because you're staying, you're going to need some clothes. We're lucky enough with our sponsors, they give us a bit of cash sometimes. So I'll give you a couple $100 to go buy some clothes, pyjamas and clothes for tomorrow as well. So there you go.
Thank you.
All right, let's go. Let's do it.
All right, thanks.
No, I didn't get any change either. I'll just add that. There was no change given back, so I spent some fucking good clothes. But like I said, like we cop a lot of shit, sponsorship, and I've seen some shit for. I do always carry loose change in my back pocket. It's funny enough. I had a bit of a win on the what's it called? Sorry, I was getting a message there. I had a bit of a win the night before on the pokey, so obviously I had to put that into the thing and then obviously take it out some of the podcast money as well. So I had to put that back in there. But yeah, it was great fun. Great night had by all. It's the kind of stuff we love to do. So that's why we did it. Something we've wanted to do for quite a while, but I knew there'd be backlash, so we did. On to some breaking news, and Kelma Talangi, as reported back in April, is free to leave Parramatta at the end of the year. Kelma Talangi has signed with the Melbourne Storm on a 1-year deal. looks like we're not the only club that likes to sign a 1-year deal. So, Kelmer gone, mate. What do you make of this, Jack? Is it a big loss to Parramatta or not?
Oh, we got Sewer, so I'm not overly upset. What's going to upset me is that he'll probably go to Melbourne and become the best back row in the comp, and they'll fix any negatives in his game. But look, good on him. He's given us some moments. He brained it in that Brizzy game that I went to early in the year. So I've got that as a positive memory as I see him walk out. But it is what it is. I can't say I cried in the shower over it.
I've done that once this year already, so I don't want to do it again. Hayden?
Yeah, look, Kelmer's had a couple of years with us now, and he's definitely had some good moments in his Parramatta Eels career. But look, I think if we're going to test that open market and look at re-signing some of the young players, I think it's probably the right decision. And look, I think Melbourne are going to capitalise it. I think if they get Katoa back, and you've got Hughes and Katoa on one edge, and Munster and Kelmer under Craig Bellamy's coaching, or dare I say it, even Billy Slater's maybe in the future, then that could be a pretty dangerous combinations.
I think he'll go to PNG in 2028, so I don't reckon we'll see that. But Troy?
Yeah, look, I mean, it was on the cards, wasn't it? I think we can cover it. We've got some good young blokes coming through, and wish him all the best down in Melbourne. He's had some highlights. That game against Brisbane, he's had some lowlights. That where he tripped over his own feet trying to score that try. All the best to him. I was excited. I was a Kelmer fan, but I think just mistakes in the end just caught him at the end, and a new lease of life. That's where he started down in Melbourne too.
Yeah, correct. I think it's, like I said, it's the inconsistency in his game. Has some really good moments with the ball and has pulled off some great shots over the years as well, but then it seems to, I guess, tune out. I think the writing was on the wall as soon as Sewer had signed. Obviously got Sewer, Gideone Katoga, Jack Williams as well, and Josiah Funa as well should make a debut this week. And obviously he's a second rower. So I think the writing was on the wall. I guess the concerning fact for me still remains the same. We're letting go of players without signing players. And I think that puts us at 23 for next year. Junior re-signs maybe 24. We'll talk about Jack Howarth because people are reporting it's a done deal, a one-year deal for Parramatta. I'm joking. I don't know how long the deal is, but by all reports, Jack Howarth will be at Parramatta next year. Do I love it? I would have loved it before Sam Riney started to really impress me, but now I don't see where he fits in. If Penasini's staying, Penasini and Sam Riney should be our starting centres. I don't think Howarth, what he's showing at the moment, is any better than what those two can offer. I know a couple of years ago he was reported to be, the next Queensland centre and all this kind of stuff, but he's never reached those levels. He's got a really good younger brother coming through, though. A really good younger brother. So I'm hoping we get him as part of the deal, and he comes as well. So your thoughts, Troy? Jack Howarth, if he's nearly in 27, love it, hate it. Where do you see him playing?
Well, he looks a little bit like Keanu Reeves, doesn't he? But I'm like yourself. I'd have Sam Riney and Penasini next year in the centres, and he would probably find himself hard to get into the first grade side. But I mean, it'd be a handy depth signing, as Diggs just said there. So we'll just have to wait and see what happens.
Yeah, his brother plays second row, front row, by the way.
Well, we need forwards as well too, don't we?
100%, yeah. So hopefully that is the deal he's going on there. Hayden, still Queensland.
I'm on the fence with this one, but what I'll say is I think that maybe Penasini might potentially sort of already be on the cards to go. Obviously, there's been rumors for a couple of months, so I agree with you that I don't think Howarth is ahead of Sam Riney and Penasini. And Penasini's playing really good right now, which is probably a bit of a test for mine for the open market. So if this is true, which I'm not sure, but I'm going to say that probably Sam Riney and Howarth are our centres next year. And I'd probably say Penasini's as good as gone. If this is a signing we've made, I think it would be first grade rather than cup.
Another podcast, which I won't name, their followers seem to be reporting that we're idiots. And we all know that Penasini's re-signed. Now, all we've ever seen is Penasini say it in interview last year, and there was no official club announcement. I said that before. I believe he's told some people around the club he plans on staying, but we haven't got that announcement. As I said, for me, everyone's going Sam Rani to the second row. I think Sam Rani will end up a second rower eventually. I think he offers too much at the moment in the centres. What I've seen from him since he's come back from injury. If he goes off the bench, yeah, he can cover a lot of positions, but having Sewer and Williams and Katoga and Desire, I've got them obviously ahead of him as second rowers as well. Samrani backup winger maybe, but I don't think he deserves that. Like, I want to sign players, I want to sign depth, I get it, and we need to have quality and all this kind of stuff, but I want players who are going to walk in and start, or players are going to put pressure. I guess he's going to put pressure, but like I said, I don't think it's going to make us a better team. Jack?
Yeah, I agree. I've been watching Howarth for a few years now. It come through the sunny coast, supposed to be this next generational talent. Haven't really seen it. It's more to develop more into a defensive center more than anything. Is he better than Sam Rani or Penasini? They're probably all on par, and I think I'd rather just keep what we've got because I really like how Sam Rani's developed, and they've still got that niggling voice in the back of my head saying Penasini's going to become a superstar. But like, he's not going to sign with Parramatta to play Cup because he could just be at a club that's better than us and play Cup. So I don't know why he would move to do that. So either Penasini's fucking off or they're going to put Sam Rani back to Cup if he does come over.
Yeah, I can't get around that, to be honest. I don't think he deserves that. Look, I think there's a lot of other breaking news to get to. There's obviously some stuff that people were talking about before. It's been going around. I've been very careful commenting. Troy, you put it up on Facebook, the Triple M Whisper. What do you know? What was it?
That Parramatta were apparently, allegedly, rumouring to cut ties with a player immediately. They didn't obviously name names or anything like that, obviously. But yeah, that's what the rumour was. So, and everyone's making their own decision as to who it is and what it is all about.
I'll say once again, I've been dragged into this by another fake profile who probably works for the club, allegedly. I love that word. And like I said, I've got no inside information, nothing on this. But if this is pathetic, like, this is the sole reason why our club needs to communicate better with its fans. I don't know how many times I need to say that, right? Come out and communicate, right? We saw it with Walker, right? Walker was rested and everyone started assuming. People started messaging pages. People started breaking it. Everyone had an opinion. Now we've done it again, right? We've done it again because people are turning around. They've seen this whisper and they're once again asking questions and making up shit. And we'll see it in the comments there. There's a lot of people asking Joe Ash and talking about Joe Ash. I've received those messages left, right, and centre. It makes out that Triple M Whisper like someone has done something illegal. And people are going to take that to a different level like they always do. Our club needs to address this and they need to do it now because I'm sick of this fucking shit all the time. They turn around, they come at podcasts for leaking stuff. They come at podcasts for having information or posting stuff or whatever like they did with us earlier in the year. Yeah, they don't fucking communicate themselves. Like, everything that happens is on use. This is like, how many times, when's the last time you saw Parramatta, besides Sarantinos announcing his, exit the other day, when's the last time we generally saw Parramatta break something? It's been a very long time. It always gets out, and I know how it gets out to the media, and I'm not going to say it because I know he'll be watching, but I know stuff gets leaked to the media for that reason. Like, members pay their shit. They pay their money all year. Like, it's everyone's heart and soul and love, really, when you look at it. So much is rugby league and this Parramatta Eels thing. And people turn around and you get your members' first announcements after everyone's already known about it for 3 days. Just come out and say whatever it is and stop hiding shit all the fucking time. I had to say that. I'm fucking sick of it. And I'm sick of other podcasts getting information off someone as well and their fans knowing everything that's going on. It was broken last Tuesday. This was broken last Tuesday in our chat by someone. That's how long it's been out there for. They knew straight away what's been going on. So ridiculous. Anything else anyone wants to add before we go to next week's game? Jack, anything you got to add, mate?
I've missed you guys.
Yeah, I missed you too, Jack. We get to see you in 2 weeks. I'm very excited. Jack's coming down in 2 weeks. Jack, give us your flight itinerary, mate. When are you coming down?
I've got no idea. I'll have to have a look. Are we talking for the Sharks game?
Yeah, for the
12 days, is it?
Vegas comp.
It's looking like it'll be Saturday morning. I'll be arriving, or mid-morning.
Saturday morning. The game's obviously Sunday, flying back Monday. So
Yep.
if anyone wants to take Jack on a date Saturday night, just let me go. No, I'm not going. Let me know is what I meant to say. Jack, you open for that? Any kind of date on Saturday night?
I wouldn't say any kind of date within reason,
Yep. So if anyone wants to,
but I'm open.
Jack, can we do a date, Jack, on that Saturday night?
You could have some nice pancakes at Bay Vista.
Mate, if someone wants to take me out for pancakes at Bay Vista, I won't say no.
There you go. Date Jack is happening. I am so excited. There you go. Kicks. I don't know if Kicks is a boy or girl, Jack, but either way, you're on. How good. We have a taker. We're doing that. We're 100% dating Jack. All right, guys, let's get to this week's game. As Jack said, he will be there. It is the Dolphins versus the Eels on Friday night. Always like to pay respects to the great Raystone, Parramatta legend, what he did for us in 2022. The time I really needed it, I'll never forget. So Raystone against his old club before he goes to Penrith next year. I'll still love you, Ray. I don't care where you go, mate. Wherever you go, I will follow. I will love you. Suncorp Stadium. Go through this week's team list to start with, pretty much as was last week, to be honest. As was named, and obviously Jack DeBellin dropped out. Saxon Pryke went in. Harris Nedwood's there at 14. Teencum Brown. Fuck, I started yawning halfway through that. Teencum Brown at 16. Josiah Funa at 17. Russell Talangi. Ryder Talangi. Obviously, he comes into the extended bench there. I'd love to see him debut. And Riley Smith in the 22. Expect some last-minute changes there. All right, Troy, what do we got to do to beat the Dolphins team? They were down for a while. They're back up. They're sitting in fourth spot. What do we got to do to beat them?
Wrap up the ball in tackles. We know they're a good offloading side. They are a side that can score a try from anywhere. Obviously, straight line in defence for the Hammer. Got to watch him. Obviously, you got Farnworth in the centres as well. But start well. Got to start well. That's all we got to do. Start well. Lead from the front and start well.
Hayden?
It's going to be a tough game. The Dolphins have, a lot of speed across the park. They're sitting in the top four for that reason. Sometimes we have close encounters with them, and sometimes they blow us away by 30-plus points. So we've just got to be optimistic. As you said, we want to finish 11th, Adam.
Yeah, 11th. Well, Jack, mate, what are you expecting on Friday night when you go to the game? You're obviously going to be sober. You're going to be like Troy and not have any beers?
I won't be having beers. I drank my body weight the last week and a half, so I think I'll break as well learned.
Good man.
This game
beers next weekend
because of how good of an attacking side they are and how poor of a defensive side we are. So I think our best bet's to go the fucking Parra Cowboys route, make it a shootout, and fucking hope we get the win.
Yep. It reminds me of the game last year when we played Brisbane, up there around a similar time, and Brisbane obviously going quite well, and Parramatta not that well, but starting to put it together a little bit. And we obviously went up there and knocked off Brisbane. No one expects us to win. We're $4.10. The Dolphins, like I said, are fourth. If they lose this game, they could drop to fifth. Who did Granola play? Gold Coast. Yep, they'll drop to fifth. And obviously finishing top four is, massive. The Dolphins look like a team that could have won the comp, and then Katoa got injured. Obviously, he's back now as well. So I'll be honest, say this game worries me a little bit. Do I think we can beat them at our best? Yes. Do I think we will beat them? No. I think they've got too much to play for. I think we had our game where we really wanted to win last week against a Cowboys team who is very inconsistent. I think the Dolphins will win the game. We'll go to our bowl prediction soon. First of all, I'm going to add 5 people. So 9 people have started. So, 9 people started. So give me a number between 1 and there's not even 9 there. Give me a sec. Wait. Because there's 1 and 7. Give me a number between 1 and 7, Jack.
4.
Number 4 is 1, 2, 3, 4. Jacob Kelly. So Jacob Kelly, you are added to the kicking comp. Hayden, 1 and 7.
3.
Number 3 is, just remember, guys, I'm the only one that can see these as well, is Tom Freeney. So Tom Freeney, you are added to the kicking comp. Message the page. Troy?
Don't know if I should go 6 or 7. I don't know. I'll go 6.
Get a fine. It's worth it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Andrew Sloan, you are added to the kicking comp. Jez, can you give me one in the comments? Because you're in the background. So can you give me one in the comments while I do mine? I'm not going to look. So we said 3, 4, and 7. Well, I'll go 6 as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I already said 6.
Oh, I'm going 7 then. Sorry, I thought you went 6. I didn't know. I got confused. You did that stupid 6, 7 thing. Tim Murphy, you are added to the kicking comp. Please message the page. Jez, mate, I hope you've given me something in the comments. That's Jez's. That's number 1. So David Schumann, David Schumann, message the page as well, mate. You are into the kicking comp. So, Andy, you've been asking the question. I saw it. You can't kick. I'll explain the kicking comp once again. Sunday, the 30th of August, roughly 40 people coming down to kick. We are going to have some promotional stuff there as well, by the way. We've got some people coming with some drinks, some food. Canteen's going to be open. It's going to be a great day. So if you're not involved in the kicking comp or you can't kick or you're already going to Vegas, come along, support, and we'll have an awesome day there, 11 o'clock. It will be at Wentworthville, which I'm going to announce now and hope that no one tries to interfere with that while I'm talking to you. So first kick will be from the 10 metres. It's elimination. So 10-metre kick in front, 20-metre kick in front, and 30-metre kick in front. If there's anyone remaining, there'll be a sideline from the 20 on the left and a sideline from the 20 on the right. And then if anyone's remaining, it'll be 40 metres from in front. Like I said, it is elimination the whole time. Now, if 2 people get down to the 40-metre kick and they both miss, we go to someone gets it, and then obviously there's a right of reply. So the first person misses it, second person gets it, they win. All right. So, yeah, they fucking hate it, Rob. Don't worry. Really hate it. I already know. How dare me, a podcast with some sports sponsorships give away a trip to Vegas. I'm such a terrible human being. So, that's how it's going to work. Now, if we somehow get through all the kicks from the 40, we go to drop kicks. Maybe Andy can be
I don't consent to that.
Good for content. Andy, mate, if you're available on the Saturday, let us know. But can you please type this in chat? I'm sorry for being I can't type in the chat. What are you watching a podcast without audio? I can't. It's in front. Can someone tell Andy the kicks are in front from the 10, 20, 30, sideline from the 20, and then in front from the 40.
But he can just rock up and he'll fucking find out when he gets there. It's not rocket science.
That's true. Now, Jack,
just practice from all over the place.
Jack, do you know who you're kicking for yet? Who are you kicking for? Do you remember? Someone locked you in.
Someone's going to Vegas.
Someone locked you in, and he said he's available for your date night.
No, he said hell no.
Yeah,
hell
I am.
No,
No.
yeah, I am available. What does that mean?
Yeah. I don't know. Anyway, we go to drop kicks if all the goal kicks are made. But I'm hoping they're not. So after the kicking competition, we will get out of there and we will head to Wing Boy. We're going to Wing Boy, 1 hour's worth of unlimited wings. Talking Parra podcast will be there. We're going to advertise that closer to. And we are going to do a wing challenge, I reckon. Do you reckon we should do a wing challenge and see who can eat the most wings? Not between us, between everyone that comes. Because it's unlimited wings. I reckon we set that up. That could be fucking awesome. Is bucket and sandal. I've got goal king tees provided by 284 tees by Jared Croker. If someone wants to bring sand, they can go nuts. Yeah. Anyway, let's
talking about nuts again.
Everyone is talking about nuts. Look, we've obviously touched on this without naming him. I'm getting messages saying it's him. That's fine. I'll be honest, I'm trying to distance myself from club politics, and I know everyone loves it, but it's been a fucking hell of a year. And I don't really want to be involved in it anymore. So just trying to distance myself from it. It's hard when they do so much dumb shit, and you want to talk about it and you want to call them out for it, but I'm just fucking sick of it. I just wish we weren't that club, as Troy said. And that's obviously the same question. So people can make it what they want. I'm sure there's other podcasts that know all about it. Who can eat the hottest wings out of them? Well, last time we were there, what were they called? The kick-ass or whatever they were? Is that what they were called?
Yeah.
They had to have a glove on my Bucks.
Yeah, I didn't have those. I'm scared.
Yeah, I didn't have one either. I just pretended I had one. But
Hayden had one, didn't you?
No, I think I had chips with the sauce unknowingly. It was quite hot. I think I was dipping the chips in the wrong sauce.
Special. Spencer, I am here. Get your questions in, by the way, guys, before we go to Bob, because I'm hearing 1 year deal for Spencer. I know people might laugh at that, but that's what I'm hearing. Yeah, I'm hearing 1 year deal for PNG next year. But I've also been told of someone that he doesn't want to come, but maybe things have changed there. All right, let's go to our bowl predictions for this week. Jack, I'll let you go first. Score, first try score, and prediction.
I'm going to go 34-26 Parramatta win. First try scorer, I'm going to go... let's go Sam Riney because I like Sam Riney. And then my bold prediction, it's going to be 28-26. Katoa's going to go for a 2-point field goal. Going to hit the post. Ray Stone's going to catch it, step the fullback and score. Only for it to be called a no try because of offside. But I just want to watch it happen again.
So he's going to do his ACL again, poor bloke.
No, I would never do that to my baby.
Yeah, he's my baby. Get your own baby.
No, I thought Dylan was. I thought
babies came in. You have to. We can both. It can be both our babies. We'd be good parents.
Anyway, I'm not into that kind of shit, Jack. Hayden,
that's what you say when the fucking cameras are off.
I'm like you. I think last week was sort of a grand final to us, a big game. So I'm going to tip the Dolphins. I've tipped the boys for the last couple of weeks. So it feels a bit off. We'll be close. It'll be 24-16. First try scorer. Does it have to be a Parramatta player? Is that the rule?
No.
Okay, I'll go Hamiso Tibuai for
now.
How
can you not tip a Parramatta player, you turncoat?
You are a fucking bum.
He's in retirement. He thinks he can
he be in retirement for everything, not just vlogging?
And no, God no. And bold prediction, one of our wingers will score a hat trick in a loss.
One of our wingers is yep. Okay, Troy. That's a lot to keep up with.
Yeah, well, I'm going to tip Parramatta to win, and they're going to win 38-30, and a bold prediction. Oh, sorry, first try scorer will be my old mate, Will Penasini, just like he did in 23. When we beat the Dolphins, he scored a double. But he'll get the first try. And bold prediction, Mitchell Moses to kick a 40-20 and 4 try assists.
My bold prediction, no. My first try scorer is, I'm going to go Fox. I think Fox will... He broke that drought on the weekend and he almost went around him again a bit later. So I think he'll go on a bit of a flourish now and score some more tries. I can't tip Parramatta. I think we'll be in this game. I think the Dolphins, once again, have got too much to play for, unfortunately. Sorry, Jack. But I think it'll be a really close contest until the last probably 6-7 minutes. And then we'll blow them out. No one did it, damn it. They'll blow us out of the water and run away with it. So I'm going to go 38-18. I think it'll be 22-18 with 10 to go is my prediction. But my bold prediction is the Dolphins to finish 4th, beat Penrith week 1, host a prelim final, and for us to be going, oh, fuck, look how good we are. We beat the Dolphins and they went on this. We almost beat the Dolphins and we're really in this match. Is that bold enough? No?
No, because you got to wait like 3, 4, 5,
okay.
6 weeks for that.
My bold prediction is for us to lead for 60 minutes of the game. There you go. So I can see happening. I can see us being in these games against these top teams for the remainder of the year. The Dolphins, maybe even beat Cronulla. Those teams going deep in the finals and us turning around and going, oh, we were so close this year. When the reality is we've been a long way off the pace. Anyway, let's get to some questions. Can we sign Cleary on a 1-year deal? Just stack the team for 1 year before they all piss off to PNG. I think he's contracted for next year for the Panthers as well, so I don't think that'll be happening. Any news on more people in the club following Jim out the door at the end of the year? There's whispers around that Mark O'Neill and Ben Rogers are both going to leave as well. I've only heard that at the ground on Saturday night. I know no context about it. It's just what people are saying. I think people are probably just assuming they'll go. just based on a shake-up, there's certainly some more people need to go. The club needs a really. I guess it'll come down to when the CEO comes in, who the CEO likes and who wants to get to. Speaking of the CEO, Parramatta can pay whatever they want for a CEO. It's not in the soft cap. So spend up. I agree with this. I think we should be going as big as we can on a CEO. I've heard reports who apparently gone back and tabled Matt Cameron another big offer. The Penrith CEO, he's rejected the first offer, but I'm all for this. Like, I don't know what a CEO's on. Do you know what a CEO's on, Troy? I've heard about 600,000 a year.
Probably
I don't
about
know.
that, more than the Prime Minister.
I don't know what a Penrith CEO would be on, given the fact of what they've done. Let's say he's on 800. Maybe just offer him $1 million. Like, go in, offer him $1 million, and see what he gets. Is Cameron George Diggs? Is that the Warriors one?
Yeah.
Is he the? Yeah, I'm all for that. Had a beer with him at Magic Round. When was that? 2 years ago. Who was with me? None of you. Fuck. Had a beer with him at
I
Magic.
you, I think.
Oh yeah,
And
last
Joel.
year. Maybe it
I
was.
don't drink beer.
Joel.
Yeah, I think it was. But it seems like a decent bloke. It seems to be moving with the times, and that's one thing that would be great for our club. So, members, yeah, good point. Members open training on a Monday is horrible. Hope the club are watching and make change for next time. We know they watch. I didn't do a post about this just for the fact, as I said, I don't want people to turn around and say you're being negative about the club, you're focused, you just hate the club. But it shows how out of touch they are with the fans and members. 11:45 on a Monday, next Monday, and they sent it out today. They gave everyone 6 days notice for an open members training session and called it as part of members appreciation round. What kind of appreciation is there? They expect members and fans, the majority of who work, to turn up. This kids are at school. I get there's a training schedule. Like we play on the Sunday, so I guess captain's run will probably be the Friday. I get there's a training schedule and you don't want to have things affected. But plan it out a bit better. Like having members appreciation around a different time where you can allow maybe one of the times they've had a captain's run on a Saturday or have a buy round or something like that. Like, I agree. It really shows how out of touch. Will you be heading to that, Troy? You get Mondays off and you probably won't even go.
Yeah, I don't think I will because it's smack bang in the middle of the day. I had thought about it, but you're right. I mean, they knew that they would have had this on, so why couldn't they have given it at least, maybe 6 weeks notice or something like that, so people can plan it if they wanted to go on a Monday. Kids are going to be at school. People are going to be at work. Yeah, it just doesn't sound right.
I agree, Hayden. Done on purpose. Like they turn around and I thought about it straight away that maybe it was done because I didn't actually want to, I guess, see fans there and hear what fans are thinking. But I really hope not. I do really hope not. That's pretty much it. Final questions, nothing else there. So that's all we've got time for. We will see you next Tuesday. Oh, hang on. Let's go to this because I forgot to go back to it. We're so good seeing Hayden in the dressing room after the game. Hopefully it's just a small step on being more involved with the club. We touched on it a little bit. It was great seeing all of them there. I'm not even going to mention her name because I don't really want to because it was just ridiculous, that thing. What I will say is I know how long Jared has waited to get back into the fold with Parramatta after everything that happened. And I'm not going into everything that happened, okay? As it stands, obviously all the charges against him were dropped when he was released from jail. Now, we obviously, I won't say took a risk because I got to know him a lot better. But when Jared came on the podcast, we were the first one to interview him. We never spoke about anything that happened because it wasn't relevant to me. What's done is done. And I'm not saying that to any disrespect to anyone that may have been affected by things like that in the past. But it frustrated me that someone would get in their pedal stone and bring that up when there's so much more that has happened in the rugby league and people have actually been charged, including someone from her own club that she had no problems having a big signing for. And that's all I'm going to say on it, okay? I don't want to talk about it anymore. I've had my say. I didn't want to give her the attention, but I had to have my say, and I had to stand up for someone who, is anybody perfect? No, probably not. But I guess time heals all, you would hope to think, and let's just hope that it doesn't ruin anything that may have been in the works. So that's all we've got time for. We will see you next Tuesday.
Go Parra.